know, it probably did because Big U was used to me being his resource. And to see one of his underlings or somebody that he utilizes for something else, have me moving with him like that, doing some of the things I've done, it probably did, but that wasn't my thought. I'm doing this for Big U. I wouldn't have did it because at that point, it ain't pure. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been genuine.
When you started bringing up the whole Christopher Lovejoy DNA story that everybody was talking about, right? Like
he was only able to do that story because I set it up to be done.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is
like you do that a lot, Trap.
Did you expect?
But hold on, Trap. You got to correct that.
No, let's go.
You do that a lot. You're a foreigner guy out there, and you be talking about our shit like you know what you're talking about. So if you was really watching it, Lovejoy didn't grab it until it was on the internet. So now you got to ask yourself, how did it get on the internet? Right? I knew I couldn't just let him talk about that because they were going to do what they're doing now. So I had to position it so it was on the internet.
So you put it on the internet, or you had
No, well, what I did is we have a segment on the 100 Side of Clubhouse called Murder Mysteries. And I simply sent the girl Tink from Chicago the newspaper clipping from 2021. She was oblivious, so she started running the murder mystery. She's good at it. She'll start reading and digging. She'll come up with all these rabbit hole type scenarios, right? And when she got to certain points of what it may have been or what is this or what it may have led up to, when she would break, I played a snippet from the audio we had from the family.
Yeah.
So the snippet I played first said they found his DNA under my brother's nails. And they was like, okay, and I stopped it. And the floor is talking about, okay, well, that could have been whoever this person may have been. So they talk another 20 minutes. And like, well, who could the person have been? So I played the mother saying that they had to track down Big U for a year or so, and the feds forced him to give his DNA. So I know that these two people worked for Big U for years. He would know their voice, right? I have a media team in the GOO. The media team took all that, chopped it up, put it on the internet. Once it got on the internet, 600 was able to grab it and do his spin on it.
But the question I really have around that, because there's a great way that you broke it down for us there. But were you surprised that Luce and them had such a serious reaction? Did you think that he was going to get wrapped up in this whole thing, or did you see it as a separate thing, this Big U situation? Because I was surprised that even Brick's getting wrapped up in it, right?
It was funny. One of my business partners called me. He doesn't even do social media, but he was watching that. I swear he's out of Philly. He called me and said, "Hey, bro, I think your boy Luce has some ties to something." I blew it off. What are you talking about? Right? Because he was like real adamant about it. He kept calling. He like 600. I said, no, he's not. It's off the internet. Nah, man, that's the recordings we got of the family. Luce was on the phone. The recordings I got, Luce was on the phone the whole time. Right? The family been contacted him for a year, but he never reacted to it. Right? So when he seen that I wasn't stopping 600, I told him he's covered because I made sure it got to the internet. I said, bro, we're warning him. 600 hates him, so he's having his fun, but we're warning him. I'm going to be real. If somebody took my DNA a year or so ago, after a year, 18 months, I'm thinking ain't nothing of it. I'm not even thinking that my skin's under about a dude's nails. And I hear the family say they found his DNA under the nails. I hear that. That's going to be alarming to me.
That did turn out to not be completely true, though, right?
No, it was completely
from
true.
the complaint, it said that the DNA that was found, it couldn't confirm that it was Big U, but it couldn't rule it out too, whereas they could rule out the other individual, right?
No. I don't know where you saw that at.
I really saw it. It said that. It wasn't completely confirmed that it's Big U's DNA. That's what I'm seeing, and there's still no...
There's no... Listen.
They said it was inconclusive or something like that, right?
So, do you want me to read it out?
Go ahead.
Read out.
Okay, so... Wait, the DNA profile, so DNA was connected from RW's ankle/sock area, consistent with the direction that RW was dragged into the desert off the highway. The DNA profile obtained was not complete, likely due to the aforementioned inclement on whether due to the inclement weather on the night of the murder. So the weather and the way that the body was left overnight, I guess in the cold, in the wind or whatever, meant that the DNA profile wasn't able to be completed. So it says analysis of Henley's DNA profile, Big U, was inconclusive such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA, but it couldn't be confirmed. And Robinson, on the other hand, was excluded as a potential contributor of the DNA. So it wasn't confirmed, but it couldn't be excluded.
Do you know who Robinson is?
Robinson.
That's the driver.
Mm-hmm.
That's the driver who told them they drove to L.A., picked the kid up, where they took him, and how he was killed. So when you got something that says you're not excluded, well, it could have been you, maybe, maybe not. But then you got the dude with you who gave DNA once they brought him in. Big U didn't know it. And they show, you didn't touch the body. That means he's identified Big U as a killer. That's who really told on him.
Well, but all I'm saying is that, from what I understand, the DNA thing, to make the statement Big U's DNA was found under his fingernail.
That's been running in the media a lot.
That's not been conclusively proven as true.
These mics are kind of sensitive, so you might want to pull it in a little more.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Yeah, well, you got to remember, we didn't make.
They've been saying that as a headline since Wack started talking about it.
You got to remember, we didn't make the statement. We just played the recording.
But this is the thing. Do you feel like it's kind of overcooking Big U's involvement? Now, obviously, it's an open case. It's unresolved, right? But the headline of DNA found under fingernails is not. It's a little overshooting.
What's the difference in what you did?
Because this says it can't confirm it.
Listen, you know I'm allowing you to question me right now, right?
I appreciate it.
Because you did some punk shit the other day. See, the only difference is you usually do what you did the other day sitting over there in London somewhere, right? And you're not here, right? It's a lot of places you can't go. You send Adam something as if it was a clip of something I did I wasn't supposed to do.
No, he sent me a screenshot of a page from the indictment.
Okay, that's cool.
Where Big U was recorded on a wiretap, basically saying that he punked you out with a whole bunch of people, and it had a quote that he attributed to you, but it wasn't an actual video or recording. This was Big U's version of events.
Hold on. You're the receiver. So since you read everything, right? Now tread lightly with this, because I've been telling myself for the last couple minutes not to really do nothing to you because I know what you was trying to do. Okay. So since you so thorough, did you read what Big U said he did to me? No, either you gonna play smart or dumb. Did you read it?
Yes. Can I say one thing?
What did you
can I
find
say one thing in my defense first?
That's the bullshit and the real shit.
But can I say one thing in my defense first?
I just want to know what you read.
I feel like stuff that Adam said that he put source on top of. I just sent him an image of the indictment and said, "Have you seen this?" You went in the room and you said a bunch of stuff.
No, you said in that page.
Added on.
You said in that page. So I'm asking you, just gonna let me know where you at with me. Mm-hmm. Did you read that and did you use your brain to understand why and why not? So I'm a dude that just violated Big U like no other human being, right? Violated him. For sure. 2-3 years, right?
That's such a claim to fame now that Big U is like the ultimate bad guy of LA.
No.
Him being able to say that he violated is like him saying he went up against Al Capone.
No.
To tell the tale.
No, you got to remember, I don't see Big U the way y'all see Big U.
I know.
Big U done sat on my couch with his head down, scared straight in situations where he needed our help at. I don't see him that way. A motherfucker who I had to pay rent and help take care of his family, who then sat on my couch and said, help me. I don't see that dude as that, right? But if you read that, right, it says we was 15, 20 deep, right? And we caught him. And he was by himself, right? You do know I jumped out on them. You do know I wasn't walking. I'm in a car with 800 horsepower in it, right? I'm very capable of whatever, right? You do know my homeboys was adjacent to them, but they had no idea they was there, right?
The Henny Man.
Right?
That's new information.
You do understand that, right?
Yo, I'm here.
He's
Big
screaming.
No, this is my fault.
Big Ack, how you living? Oh my God.
Now we got Mount Podmore right here, bro.
Hello,
we said you in the
Shay.
middle.
How you doing? First time meeting. Come on. IRL.
Hold on. We got to get to this right here.
He's trying to pack out Trapler right now.
Yeah,
we need a judge. We need someone to litigate this situation.
No, hold on. Watch this.
I'm glad I'm here at ground zero, man. This is where all the indictments.
Watch this. So let me give it to you, right?
Smell like police donuts up in here, man. I brought my badge too. I said this is the Fed Avengers. They got me. They got Adam. They got Vlad.
Mount Podmore.
Shout out to the new recruit, Remo.
He the undercover.
So listen.
He the worst undercover.
Hold on. Let's get back to it,
They said the undercover had a stutter.
Oh, the undercover had a stutter?
Actually,
no. Won't you read it?
Look, I just feel like I will read it. I'll read it.
I want you to read it.
I'll read it. Can I say something before I read it? Because it's very important.
I want you to read it.
All right, I'll read it.
I want to see how smart you are.
And then I'll give what I thought of it, and then I'm going to repeat what Adam said about it.
I want a dramatic reading.
You spun it crazy.
I want you to read it dramatically.
Hey, Third, y'all out there?
Yo, before y'all get to that,
I'm gonna expose something that I never exposed.
Yo,
oh wow, okay.
I'm so glad you're my friend because all your ops just go to jail, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. All your ops, every nigga don't like you, they going down in a ball of flame, man.
I'm a legal guy.
Wax my friend. I'm telling you.
Go ahead, read it. Read it.
I'm
on him for doing this weird shit. Go ahead.
Henley recounted to victim one, and this is on a wiretap, right? So bear in mind, this is very important. This is Big U bragging about doing this on a wiretap to somebody else.
On the phone.
Not knowing that he's being listened to, right?
Read it.
Henley recounted to victim one an incident in which Henley and Rolling 60s gang members chased down Wack 100, attempting to hurt him. Quote, there's 15 to 20 dudes with us with hoodies tied down. I got my hoodie on, all black, tied down. She like, boom. She jumped in the car, paid for, redacted, and then took off. Boom. This dude screaming. My wife, drawers. I see you, Eugene. I see you. Eugene Henley, I see you. He's screaming all of that. He's got his blower. His blower's out.
Allegations.
But he's messed up. I gotta read the whole thing. But he's messed up because nobody's around. We like, bitch ass dude. I'm like, yeah, bitch ass dude. He's like, something. He's like, redacted. Die here, man. Don't do this. My wife, my kids in that car. Drawers. Don't do this. He's screaming.
Now, you tell.
He was about to turn you into
I want to see how smart you are. I've been violating him for 2 years. Violating him, calling him rats, snitches. He came up there 20 deep to get me, right? And he's telling me some word. What stopped him from fucking with me?
So, look. No, this is important. I'm about to give you this. Yeah. Let me get to it. My interpretation of this, me personally, and bear in mind, my interpretation wasn't put out there. Adam hopped on the live and said, No. This is so crucial.
I want you to tell me.
Because I'm going to get to mine. Okay. Adam hopped on there and said Wack was begging for his life. I didn't say that. You put source on that.
I want you to listen.
Adam put source on it.
I want you to tell me what you get from that.
This is what I'm trying to get to.
Why didn't he touch me?
What I get to it is because you might not want to admit this. You had your blower.
Okay.
You're begging him not to kill him.
Now stop right there.
Right?
Like Clubhouse.
If I got my blower and you 20 deep with hoodies and I'm by myself, right? No begging to plead. That's when you really do it, right? What do you think my mentality was? For a dude not to approach me and you come to get me, and I jump out my car talking, what kind of conversation you think I'm having to make a dude say, don't nobody move?
I agree with you.
Now,
I feel like Blick talk.
I feel like y'all out there?